welcome back to the video. My name is Dana, and if you are new here, I would like to welcome you to our channel. Today we're going to be talking about a lot of things. So go ahead and buckle up, Buttercup, because it's going to be a lot of talking and me giving a lot of information. If you have not already, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel. If you resonate with this video, give us a big like, definitely comment on the video, and share it with a friend. So the first thing we're going to talk about today is our bamboo planter. Our ghetto bamboo planter, but we love her down. So let's go ahead and get into this video. I just want to start off by saying that this bamboo planter is one of the best experiments that I did thus far. I did several of these last year, and I have them in my shorts if you go and look back. But I did several of these last year, and I wish I would have did several of them this year, and I did not. But what we are doing this year with this planter is we're going to see how big we can get all of these different veggies to grow. So we have basil in here. If you can see, this is sweet basil. We have tomatoes in here. I don't know if they're determinate or indeterminate, but we shall see. And we also have bell peppers, which is these guys, which are growing really good right now. I water them, and I also feed them Miracle-Gro because they're not on the ground, so they don't get any nutrient. If I don't feed these girls, they don't get anything. That is the most important thing you need to know about growing in containers or bamboos or cups or solo cups or whatever you are doing. You're going to have to suffice for the nutrients that these guys are going to be missing because they're not going to be in the ground. Now, I do want to say, I am not a licensed or professional gardener. Please read the directions first, girl, because I would hate for you to burn your ish up, okay? And once that happens, I don't think there is any going back. I don't know. There could be some miracle thing out there, but I'm just not sure. So read the directions. They are thank the person who commented on the bamboo. I thought it wasn't worth showing, but I am so glad that someone saw it and they liked it and it resonated with them, so it makes me happy as well. Oh wait, but before, I'm going to give you a close-up. I can definitely tell down here at the roots, it is constantly growing new little flowers and putting on buds, so that means that they're doing really well, and that makes me happy. Okay guys, so we're going to take this plant. If you can look underneath, let's just pull this off, but if you can look underneath and you see all of this growth down there, and you see that they're constantly putting on new flowers. Even this one, I don't know if you guys saw that, but all of these are new flowers that it's put on, which means that it's doing really good. That is enough about this bamboo. We're going to move on to August, y'all, because we have reached August, and I just want to let you know an update on our garden, where we are, how we feel, and what we are doing now. If you can look all behind me, then you see what our cucumbers look like now and what our green beans look like now. And man, have they been through it. This heat has been reckless. A lot of people will succession plant, which gives you a better chance of getting more veggies, and that feeds your family even longer. So you try and make sure you have a supply, you try and meet that supply and demand for that year. And that's what we're trying to do. So we went ahead and we planted some more green beans. I think if I have not posted that video already, I may post a short so you can see the beans that we planted. But we planted beans and they have come up and they're going up the vine. So you'll see what they look like in full effect. This is like our last goodbye to the green beans that we had. It's a distant memory, but guess what? We're not gonna pull them up. with our cucumbers, we succession planted. They've now come up, and we are waiting for them to start running the vines as well. So once these are completely died off, we will have the white cucumbers that are coming up as well. So that is going to be our second succession of cucumbers too. So we're excited about that. So you get a chance to see what the green beans look like, and I'm going to show you what our cucumbers are looking like right now. Okay guys, I have water, so it's a little wet back here, but if you can look, these are all of the cucumbers that we have planted all the way down the road, and now they have started to grow, and they are going to come up and run, and they will take the place of these guys. So we hope to get a second wind. We're not going to pull up anything. The only thing we've been doing is just fertilizing, so the ground stays healthy and it can keep giving us what we need. Just remember, if you're going to do succession planting, you want to make sure that you're constantly keeping an eye on the soil that you are planting in. So I've shown you the green beans, I've shown you the cucumbers. Let's go and see exactly what else we've succession planted. Guys, never mind the table, it is a complete mess, but I do want to show you. I have not thinned these yet, because once I thin these, I am not going to throw anything away. What I do is I thin these and then I replant them in something much bigger or in the ground, so that I am obtaining as much food as possible. I do not want to throw any of these away if they're going to give me lettuce. We a family of 8, and then I have my mom, my sister. I can give this and feed so many people, and so I'm not throwing anything away if I can help it. So we are growing everything. So I did experiment. I took this one and I pulled out every one of those to see if it would grow any bigger, and as you can see, look at the ones that are still all together and look at the ones that are single. They look a heck of a lot better all together in the clusters. So I say that to say, are we really going with just passing down information? And I do understand that that's vital and important. Or are we really experimenting and getting the facts for ourselves and actually staying on top of it in an educational aspect? So definitely, as I was saying, do your homework, know the information for yourself, know that it's tried and true, that you have actually done it, and this is what works for you. All right, let's move on to our next thing. I showed you the cucumbers that I planted, and then I planted extra cucumbers, intending to give these away to either my sister, who's trying to garden for the first time this year but definitely does not have the time. She, unlike me, her kids are smaller, so she does not have the time to tend to a garden, but she definitely gave it a try. So I'm going to take the cucumbers and we'll put them in my garden, and I just will give them to her whenever they've grown. But y'all, they are growing so big, and what we did is we stuck 4 in a cup. We did not pull out any, and we allowed them to grow, and I just gave them a little extra fertilizer, and we are really getting some good results from these. So these are cucumbers as well. So this is our second succession of cucumbers. This is something that you could have planted, and you could still possibly have time to plant, depending on what zone you are in, and you definitely might want to check it out. I planted a whole tray of squash. I have gotten squash, the Fairy Moore squash, and I showed you guys a video, I think it was like on July the 4th, where I had got all of these seeds. Well, I planted those 4 packs of seeds. Then they did not come up. We did get some zucchini. I think they were golden zucchini. They didn't come up. And so then I went back, I got 3 more packs of those, and I replanted them again. It still did not come up. So I started to dig in the dirt to just see. And it looks like there's like some type of white worm that is in it. If you know what that is, please let me know. It grossed me out. I threw it. Of course, I was freaked out. But I want to say that they're eating the squash. So this is basically what we had to germinate.
You got me up and I keep bleeding. I keep
Ordered, and now you see exactly what they look like. I'll give you a closer look at those. But this is a squash that we've grown in our second succession planting, and hopefully in 50 to 60 days we'll have a mature plant and we'll get some squash that we can put up and keep for our family. This is just what you see now, but we're going to plant at least 40 to 60 squash to make sure that we have enough to last. So if you look to my left, you also see corn. Corn was right here. Again, I spared you guys that video. You did need to see it. We pulled up the corn. It was not doing anything. But I tried to make a motto of not pulling up my plants. I tried to let them go the full life cycle and see if it gives us anything. And if it doesn't, then it just doesn't. But squash is something we really wanted to grow. Our family loves it, so it's something we needed to have. Succession planting in August is the way to go. If you did not get the vegetables that you needed during the summer, you still have time to plant some of these plants. There are hybrids, there are different seeds that are going to still germinate and give you time to get some of those vegetables. So look into your ChatGPT, your Google, to see what vegetables you are going to be able to plant in your zone. So again, if you have stayed with me thus far, thank you so much for watching. I have had a ball and a great time hanging out with my girls and guys. Definitely, let's do this again. My name is Dana. Stay rooted, grow radiant, and light and with your veggies. Have a great night, y'all.